Welcome back to another episode of Kenshi. My name is Tobal. It is just about time to get our group moving towards the Great Leviathan Coast. I think after the feedback I've received on comments and also just listening to some discussion on the Discord, it seems like that might not be a bad place to go. It should offer us quite a few challenges and generally be worth our trouble. So what I think we're going to do is actually build down the outpost building, which I don't think I've researched at all yet. So I'm going to grab that real quick. I think it's under... Huh, do we have to start with no outpost? Curious. Oh, we may have to... Okay, we probably have to pick this up as a blueprint first. Now, I guess my question is, do you need to start with an outpost, or can you just put down a building? And then, you know, and then go from there, and that turns into a different area. We could test that, of course. We could just have someone come over and drop down a bunch of new items in a place. A lot of people were saying, don't build your walls first and then your buildings, because you will not actually get ownership of the walls. So we'll plop down ourselves a... whatever we happen to have set up, the first building we want to use, and we'll go from there. I think we'll be okay. What I'll do is, as our main convoy is heading north for the Leviathan coast, we'll have Beep or Boop or both head off to some other city to see if they can't steal or, you know, get the outpost blueprints. I'm fairly sure I remember seeing them around. We've just never picked them up. Okay, so otherwise, back home, we are busy equipping our first squad with goodies. We have, I think, all of the headgear we're going to need. So at this point, we're just working on plate armor. Or sorry, plate jackets. Everyone is... yeah, we have a lot of those. Do we have any plate jackets at all? And not particularly. Do we have a storage box hiding around somewhere? Nope, I think all the armor is going to that building, unless we have some hidden away in here, but I think we moved everything, didn't we? Ooh. Well, there's some chainmail there. That's nice. That's one of our outfits, one of our blackened chainmail pieces that our crafter has been working on. We're finally getting some falling suns. Stork is able to make up to a Mark II model right now, which is awesome. So that comes in handy. Did you make all the crossbow parts we needed? Hey, you did. Cool. Stork should, if you didn't already... he should get back to this next Eagle's Cross at some point relatively soon. Although I think, yeah, Weaponsmith is higher up than crossbows. In fact, I'm going to switch it around so he can finish that one. By the time the new recruits get here and we get all sorts of things sorted out, we should wind up having enough weapons to deck out the first group, the original group in Falling Suns. The other folks will get the better quality spares that everyone has been wielding. So that should work out. We're making blackened chainmail. You're not doing anything, I believe, because you can't find a spot for it. Is that your problem? Oh, you've managed to grab yourself a ton of fabrics on accident, I believe. Let's see if we can drop that off. Maybe that'll clear up his inventory and let him auto-haul. Yep, sure enough. He grabbed the outfit, dropped it off. We'll have him drop off these two pieces. I mean, it doesn't really matter because he's just going to wear them again. But since we are having, since people are here, we'll just have them get equipped. I really love that we're making specialist grade armor right now. This is really, really good armor. Fromo, you're next up in terms of getting equipped. Sounds good. Milkman. So we have Milkman and then Dadu and Crow T. Also need to get a little bit of gear. Oh, I think we have, didn't we have a bunch of... We need to make some pants, you guys. We can't go out here without pants. Okay, we've got it coming up. So, by the way, do we want to try those samurai leg plates? Do we have that? We may or may not have researched that. Samurai cloth pants. I don't think we ever researched the samurai leg plates, which is fine. No big deal there. Oh, it actually requires hemp. Not just fabrics. Okay, so I guess we have to wait for those first aid kits to come out when the harvest is happening. already loaded up Tiny 2. Oh, I haven't. Sorry. We have to load up... why do you have some and you don't? Oh, that's right. We mostly got everyone on Hightower and Kenmore. I think I reversed the order of things I wanted to do. I wanted to drop everything off in storage on Tiny. And we'll clear his inventory out and we'll grab some goodies. You know, by the way, I think... Why don't we try something? Let's take... We're a little low on cash. So, let's take Tiny and let's load up our grog. And let's go... Well, actually, if we're thinking about moving, I guess we should take anything that's worth money to sell, right? I might keep the arms and legs just in case anyone croaks under our watch, and that way we have something to offer those people who lose a limb. I don't doubt that it's probably going to happen at some point again. Okay, so what other weapons do we have here? We have a couple katanas. These are okay. We'll sell these two. I'm just going to grab a lot of our extra crap here. Hacker class? I don't think I want anyone using hacker class weapons right now. We'll take that. We'll come over here and we'll grab all of the grog that we have. Not a ton, but it should net us a decent profit. Okay, so Tiny, let's have you... I guess we could just have you run down to Squin if we're just selling some stuff. And we'll send someone with you. You look like you're not doing anything, Hand. Why don't you head down there? If you'd be so kind. Wonderful. So, where's our new recruit squad at? They should be heading down the road. Yeah, they're getting closer. So, our new recruits are almost to base, along with Beep and Boop. And we're going to have them immediately get into their proper squads. I believe we have enough people, right? Didn't we actually get enough hires here to cover all of the requirements? Did we get 6 turret guards? Maybe we did. Maybe we did not. I just can't remember. Beep and Boop are okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have one more extra person, I think, because Felix was going to work on becoming the chef for whichever place we stay at or we leave behind, right? So if Dietrich is coming with us up north, then Felix is going to become the chef down here at the base. So that works for me. We have a lot of bandits coming through. That's right, Phoenix. You tell them. Phoenix is in charge of pretty much doing everything in terms of steel production right now. So she has been going crazy. Wait, why aren't you grabbing these finished steel bars? You should be. You're not full, are you? Did I not have that job? No, you do have a job to set steel bars. That's interesting. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's just curious that she's actually not doing that. Oh, she's actually running everything. I forget about that sometimes. She's doing all of the machines right now. Maybe we should have someone help her. What's Tara up to? Arrow making bench. Okay, so, well, you actually do need to go make some arrows because we need to... you have enough crossbow parts, actually. Right? We have 6 crossbow parts. That should be fine. Let's cancel that and let's set up a repeating order for long bolts. And Tara's going to get back to working on that. Meanwhile, what about Rin? Run, you're doing raw iron, which we do need. Rin, though, I don't think we actively need stone anymore for quite a while. Let me clear out Phoenix's orders here. And make sure I've got everything squared away. So we're going to do iron first. And Rin is going to do steel first. And then they're going to override each other's jobs so that they have some crossover. And then if they have time, they'll run everything to storage. Okay. That should help a little bit. I think we're maybe a little bit behind on the production side because of that. Okay, much better. So you're full on iron. Rin's going to be taking care of the steel. Really, I guess that it processes so fast, people probably don't have a chance to really do much other than just run, get the item, and go back. Alrighty, so recruits on the way. I can finally see their names. Boop, for some reason, is standing still. Got stuck somewhere along the way. Getting chased by goats. Run! Boop! They're after your soul. You guys, a lot of people put comments in observing the fact that there was a goat back in like episode 1 that just beat the shit out of something. I don't remember what it was, but it absolutely murdered it. And I think we saw recently that that those things are pretty freaking strong. All right, let's jump down to hand. Maybe we should have armed up with a bunch of goats. Wow, I'm glad it wasn't nighttime. I've got my person just hanging out inside. Are we able to talk to you, or are you pissed? I think you were pissed, weren't you? Oh. Show me what you got. Okay. Let's head over to Tiny. Can I sell from this distance? Hey, look at all of our grog that you want to buy. Holy crap. That was worth a pretty penny. Look here, the city's for everyone, okay? You can just calm down. Calm down, we can be friends. Where's the shopkeep at? Where is the shopkeeper at? I want to buy your things. Literally want to give you money, but no. Alas, it is not. It's not to be. Okay, let's try over at the. They're not gonna have as much money, unfortunately, at the bar. Move away, Tiny. Yeah, not too much. It's nice that we're selling. This is pretty high value grog, which is, I mean, that's what we made it for. We made it to be a, you know, big trade item for us, but it's nice to see that in action. We'll bring hand inside the trade room, the trade building. A couple folks were mentioning he just went upstairs. Wait, what the heck? My dude, are you okay? Do you need a doctor or something, or... Holy cow. A couple folks mentioned that it's going to be... oh, sorry, let's see. Trade goods? Nice, let's get rid of some of this extra stuff here. Hopefully none of this is stolen from you. I don't think it is, and now you're broke. And we'll do the rest of the trading at the adventure store. And I think we're going to be okay. I do love that grog production. I think I'm going to try to keep that or something else. Scrap tent, mercenary tent. Huh. We'll try the mercenary tent. We'll get both of these tents. These are to help protect you in really bad rainstorms, I think. Or not rainstorms, I mean sandstorms. Acid rain. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, we'll sell off some of our technology, and we're already sold out again. But that should be enough. I think it'd be nice to get rid of the rest of it, but the other barkeeper probably won't have too much money. So we'll just sell it when we sell it on the way to our new outpost. Okay, our new recruits are back at base. Welcome, new recruits. Did all of you make it? Oh shit, no, not all of you made it. Yes, you did. Okay, some of you are sleeping, and that scared the crap out of me. Except Lair. What happened to you? Oh, you just went down outside the base, huh? Wow, you almost bled out. And Felix too? Oh, holy crap. Yeah. You done almost died, like, hardcore. Okay, well, that's not the best thing in the world. Cloud, why aren't you rescuing this guy? I feel like you kind of should, right? That's awkward. Was it because you're passive? I mean, that doesn't quite make a lot of sense, but... Okay, we'll have Lair get picked up. That was a close shave. That looks to me like a bolt impact, if anything. Maybe we had a couple of enemies here at the same time. But yeah, not a great situation. Almost lost one of our brand new recruits from his fellow turret guards. So let's move some people around. I think, didn't we say we're literally moving all of these people into the what you call it, the turret guard squad. So let's bring the Triarii up a bit. Can I please move them up? Thank you so much. Just to have that squad in my screen. Alright, Lair, Frosty, Myru, Solnir, Dana, and Raven, and we'll put Felix on the bronze squad right next to Dietrich's, and that should even us back out again. Very, very cool. Let's go up to the top row. I think I want to give, let's see, who's doing what? No one's on turret, so let's do, once you guys are recovered, I will give you, I can't give you an order until you're up and running. Alright, well, you guys just start working on your turret training. That's pretty much it. You're conscious, so I can give you an order, and you are conscious too, so I'll give you an order as well. Right, so I think I'm going to drop down one more training. You know what? It doesn't really matter because we're going to be leaving with most of the group anyways. And we'll probably take one person from this group with us up north. Beep and Boop, while we're talking here today in this episode, let's get you guys working on your dodge. I really haven't focused on dodge. And that's one of the most important things for martial arts, is your dodge skill, as a lot of people have mentioned, so thank you for that. I will get them working on that as we sit around here and just discuss what we're going to do next. Okay, Tiny. Tiny's back with hand. Wunderbar. What do we want to load Tiny up with? Probably, what does it take? We've got 15, just under 100 building materials. So, now the outposts, I think, are the ones that need those copper alloys. If we were just to build, say, a building to get us started, we really don't need much, like an L house or something. That's just, well, that's 35 building material? That's a lot of building material. So, I mean, we want to just build like a shack or something? A storm house even? 16 just to have a place to put down and start claiming land. I guess we could just put down a shack. So at least 16 for that. In terms of mining, an iron refinery is 50 plates. Ooh, that's crazy at this level. It uses up 40 power. Again, we don't have to do that, but I wouldn't mind because I like the automation. I want the automation factor in play here. When does it start requiring people? So we could do iron refinery 1, or sorry, 3. That's only 30 plates, 35 plates. Ore drill is 10 and 20, which isn't too bad. Steel refinery, we don't need steel once we move right away. Stone mine is only 8 building materials, and stone processor is 40 iron plates, or probably 30. What are we at? Stone processing 5? Holy cow. Yeah, it still doesn't need people. Oh, that does need people, so the automated one requires people too. Okay, fair enough. Oh, I guess we don't have automated yet. That must be a separate tech we haven't researched. Okay. Let me pause and get an idea of what we're doing here. So Tiny's going to have... I think we'll do a little bit more. Maybe we'll do a mix of both building materials and iron plates at this point, because it seems like we need quite a bit of both. Although, hey, we're out of iron plates. Go surprise. We are pumping out quite a bit of steel bars, but we're using quite a few steel bars right now as well. Let's rearrange things just a bit, and what I'll do is I'll add some more, add a couple stacks of building materials back to storage, and then I'll grab a few more iron plates. We have over 100, I think, on Hightower. Kenmore. 125, roughly. So that should be okay to get us going. Again, we don't need the whole shebang. We just need to self-replicate, basically. We need to be able to put down a building, put down a couple of processors, and get to it. Now, the danger, of course, will be in defending ourselves from initial attack. So that's going to be a fun one, as we have to deal with possible beak things. Leviathans, they do get a little cranky about how close you are to them. So that's going to be a bit of a problem, but we should be able to kite them with all of our archers. So, speaking of, are you all still... You're all still training. Well, Laura's not, but that's fine. Laura, why aren't you? Oh, you were unconscious, I think, a while ago. Get up here and practice if you can find a spot, although I don't think there's actually anything open. Well, fair enough, Laura. You come up here and instruct everyone. Alright, so what are we at in terms of skill for the crossbow shooters? We've got 62... Pretty good set. Kamut could use a bit more. Kiro, so they must be on precision shooting. Which is fine. I mean, roughly, if we're over, like, 50, I'm pretty happy with where we're at. Yeah. And so, Merlin's a good mix of both. So for you all, for the turret guards, Lair is still down, unfortunately. Myru has no skill in precision shooting. Well, a lot of them don't. A lot of them are brand new recruits too, so that's to be expected. So we'll have to have them working on this for quite a while. We will probably leave the new group here and take someone like there. We'll take Myru with us up north, and we'll leave the new group here. Yeah, that does leave us a little bit open, but I think with that being said, I might leave the animal pack, at least the dogs here, to help defend the base. And I think that plus a couple guards, whoever else we're leaving behind, should be enough. And, you know, if we get raided by something bigger, then we'll just run away, because that's what we can do. So, how are we doing on the weapons and stuff like that? Kai, where are you at on armor? What were you just doing? Were you dropping armor over here? We've got 4 Falling Suns now. What's your skill at? I really wonder what the skill needs to be in order to make the higher level. Maybe into the 90s? Just cranking them out. You need what? Why aren't you making arrows? Did I not queue up? Oh, I didn't queue up repeat. Okay. So you're going to be repeating long arrows because we have a lot more people now who need long arrows. Long bolts. So those are going to be made. No one's doing crafting on leather. That is Kai's department. He's pumping out the rest of the blackened chainmail because I wanted to have something extra. I've not really messed with undershirts yet. Does it greatly reduce our effectiveness by chance? Oh, we don't have any made yet? Oh, fair enough. Can I look and see? So stealth is fine. We won't give them to the crossbow folks. Combat speed, it's only a 0.97 and a 0.90, and that's more protection on the chest, which I think is really, really important. So I think it's worth it to have that. Heavy armor-wise, I think we're going to keep an eye out for the next step up for us. I don't know if it's going to be samurai armor or if we're going to look for something like just, you know, plate armor or there's like dark armor from the paladins, but there's no protection on the arms. We want protection along the arms as well because we don't want to have an instant, especially with the creatures we're fighting, there is a risk of instant dismemberment, so we want to be a little bit cautious. Also, I was thinking about when we move north and we start to build our base, doing a new import of the game, a re-import, keeping everything still around, but maybe upping the difficulty a bit more. So maybe adding more camps, more spawns, or we could add in a higher chance of death to keep things a little bit interesting and scary. I think we're currently setting at the default level, but I could bump that up to like a 1.5 chance of death, which just means that when you get hit, or I think it's, instead of like going down to negative 100, you actually go down to, say, negative 50 and you might die. Maybe that's how that works. I'm not really 100% sure. But I will read some of the tooltips to find out what the best option is for that. Anything else we want to be doing? We could actually start our animals on the way. We really don't have any spare iron plates. Well, that's fine. Let's see if we can't get everyone on the way. And by everyone, I mean just probably at this point the main squad and the 4 archers. And then I'll bring the rest of the group up in a second convoy because they still need a little bit of practice. But this would give us something to look at for a little bit. Good. You don't have anything to do. Now, how are you all equipped? Everyone's in roughly similar clothing, except for Golees. You do not have any pants on that are good. All bad pants. Oh, that's life. What else can we do here? We've got... Okay, so weapons, that's what I wanted to look at. Zill, you're going to stay here for a bit too, because you need to work on something, I'm sure. Attack defense is at 6 and 1, so we'll have that group work on that for a bit. In fact, let's set everyone to attack and defense for a bit. Although, well, you three actually have been on a high setting for quite a bit, right? Yeah, you three actually are pretty strong. Let's bring out these three. We'll actually give them, let's do this. Let's give our 3 well-trained Shek the Falling Suns. Now, you don't have any heavy weapon skill right off the bat, but you will grind that up pretty quickly. So, I mean, do you guys have much? Not really. Our main squad doesn't have anything in that stat either. So, why don't we bring everyone to include Tanishima and Truth. Let me jump goalies down as well, so I don't get mixed up about who's in which squad. Not which squad, but, you know, who's with us and who's not. We'll bring Boop and Beep along as well. Are you guys doing your dodge? You're up to 14, so you haven't been training for super long, but it's better than it was. Oh, I forgot to take off your permanent job. Alright guys, so gear up. You're going to be rocking out with your Falling Sun. Nice. Again, one thing I meant to do that I haven't really done yet is make sure everyone is equipped with a secondary in the event that they go down or they lose an arm or something like that. So that is something we will be working on over time. Again, a lot of this at this point is waiting on... Now that we've got our steel developed pretty hardcore, we have to wait on the crafter to do everything. So we'll get everyone situated. What I might do also is bring one of our brain trust. So let's bring probably Thendu. He's going to come with us on this little excursion. So Thendu will also bring... What are you guys doing? You guys should be working on something. You're up to 56 in your strength, which is awesome. Let's have you work on your... what was over here? Was this attack and defense? So let's have you guys work on these two. Did I just give everyone a bunch of orders? They must have had permanent orders on. Oh, they're back on working their strength skill. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, so the rest of our group here... You guys hungry? No, they're not really hungry. We don't have any other weapons right now. I don't think even Stork has one on his back. Does he? No, not really. Just takes a really long time to get these Falling Suns out the door. Okay, Doc, do you have medical stuff? You do have quite a bit of medical supplies. Let's also have Doc grab a little bit of food for us. I'm going to give him the damn hold command. Hopefully that he won't drop all the food off as soon as he picks it up, which normally does happen. Yeah, that drives me nuts. Like, you could take food. You could be happy with food for a bit. Okay, so, wow, we're doing really good on our wheat production is so high that we're actually overflowing into the storage container, it looks like, at this point. Which is a nice change of pace. The bread production is very steady. Oh, we're out of meat, so probably we can go back to the dust witches for a bit. Repeat that cue. Archers are going to come on down. Do we have enough bows on everyone? Or bolts, rather? We could use a little bit of stocking up. Alright, Doc's going to probably return that food, so we'll get there in a second. Let's take off your training orders. Actually, didn't some of you have some spare food? Why don't you drop that off here? Okay, good enough. Let's just make sure everyone has at least 5 for this trip. I'm not gonna be super aggressive, but we do want to make sure we can have a prolonged battle if we need to. Okay, we'll give them 6 if they've already used some of the 5th row. Okay, you actually have a lot of medkits, so we'll probably trade Doc a little bit of that. You're all set. You're set there, Doc. You are going to grab a little. Okay, are we pretty much good now? Let's grab Boop and Beep. in case they need to do anything with us or for us. Stop running away. Drives me batty. No, that's fine. You're going to drop your meat off. So, 3 animals, an engineer, our whole squad here, barring Alice, who's dropping food off, and Crumble John. Why aren't you guys with us? Crumble John, Wing, and Doc need to be over here too. Oh my god. Keeping everyone in one group is so damn hard. Because they all want to do their own freaking thing. Alright, good enough. Let's get this group moving here. Let's get them out away from the base a bit. So hopefully they won't run home. Let's shadow orders here. Well, this is going to be a very slow moving group. So it's very dangerous because we're going to be pretty heavily exposed. Now, we're not super, you know, we're not like walking pace like some of the other convoys, but these guys aren't exactly the fastest critters in the land. So they're only running at 14 miles an hour. So that's not too great. We'll have to just watch where we go, make sure we don't pick up any unwanted attention. Lyre, why don't you get up on the turret for a bit? Because I think I need you to train. Although, to be fair, we don't have a spare turret, do we? That's fine. You can work on your... Well, crap. What can you work on? Alright, let's have Myru come off. And we'll have... Which one was it? We'll have Lyre come over and do a little bit more training. I'm going to keep the turret guards in place for a bit, because it's going to be quite a while before we even bother having turrets. Holy crap, dude. You are really desperate to drop that food off. Like, whoa. What the hell are you doing? Find corpses? What, do we attack something over here? Our automation is crazy scary. Okay. Onward and upward, folks. Let's see if we can go past... Maybe I'll swing into the hub to see what's for sale there. It's been a while since we've visited the hub. And so what we'll do, we'll just have people run in and out of wherever we're passing by every so often as the convoy moves on. Do we want to move in an official convoy formation? We can do that too. Oh, for crap's sake, beep. I see a ninja over here with his bag on his head. There's the advanced stat training, thief training, smithing. Were you missing one of these? No, we got them all, right? Yeah, we got them all. Alright, not too much from you, beep. Why don't you go down to that, there's like a little shop, right? Right down the hill down here. And see what they have. Alright guys, I want you to do, let's do a formation order. Let's do... map, AI, follow formation, care. Oh! Is that how it is? So what, do we pick a leader and then everyone has to follow it? Yay! We're a convoy! I love it. I love it. It looks awesome. Although if we pick the fastest person, it probably screws up the people behind. So let's grab everyone again. And we'll have them all follow... Oh, I don't know, Tiny, because Tiny looks like he's the slowest. Aw, Tiny. Leader of our entire pack here. Hero of everything. Only died once. Oh, Kenmore and Hightower are a little bit slower. That's really funny. Alright, so Beep, let's jump... Oh, crap. Let's jump into the bar, see what they've got for sale for you. Naginata's, Wakazashi's, a bunch of other fancy things. You know what? Interior wall. Let's grab this. We're all for decorating, right? Of course we are. How has your stealth come along, Beep? Since the days of trying to rob this guy like a long time ago. Can you, like, jump in the back now? No, they see you hardcore. Fair enough. Our follow command is falling apart, guys. I don't know what happened. I thought we were supposed to be a nice, organized group, but we're a hot mess. We're a hot, ugly mess. Maybe you have to follow a human. Alright, either way. We'll keep the squad bubble here. Oh, we probably have to change their the leader's setting. That would probably change it up. So like if we went back and had everyone follow Tobal, and then we set Tobal to like a jogging pace, that would allow everyone to stay, yeah, gathered up. Is it only in the squad? Is that part of the problem? How curious. No, the animals don't care. They're just like, I'm just a big animal. Maybe we can have them follow Beep at the end. We'll just do a chain of following. It must be a squad-based thing, because not everyone, like, the archers are all grouped up in a big jumble, and everything like that. But either way, that's fine. I feel like we're kind of like a quasi-convoy. Alright, so we're gonna get our... Did I actually bring the brains guy? Is he still here? He's still here. Maybe not run into this group. Oh, wow, we're pretty excited about fighting. Well, this is tense. Beep. Oh, wow, you, that's, the ones who are so angry, that's, Maw, Truth, and Tanishi. They're pretty pissed. Obviously, I think they're all at war, but... what I kind of prefer is to mow them down like dogs, is what I want to have happen. So when we have a full archer squad, and we all have amazing, fabulous skills... Oh, shit. Not very smart, huh? Then we will mete out our justice to the Holy Nation. We were having this discussion, it was, you know, why Holy Nation is so bad, and it's like, you know, well, cannibals, are they worse than cannibals? Well, cannibals, you know, they probably got into that situation, they were starving, they did something horrible, and turned themselves into something non-human, but the Holy Nation still claims humanity, and they're just a bunch of dicks, so... they'll enslave and punish anyone who doesn't fit their bill. So yeah, I think they're a little worse than cannibals, honestly. At least cannibals have like an excuse. They were like desperately hungry, and they're like, "Hey, so what if I take a bite of Jim? You know, it's whatever." And yeah, that, you know, one thing leads to another, and suddenly you're a cannibal running through the shrieking forest. This is an ugly path to follow. Let's give them a far-ish run command and see if they all explode. Nope, they've got it. Alright, folks, so I think I'm going to wrap up the episode here. It might be a little bit earlier than normal, but I think this is going to be mostly involve me doing a lot of traveling and dodging big packs of animals. So I do hope to see you again in the next episode. Until that point, please do take care.